Okay, on my spree of Chinese goods, I decided to pick up this PXP 3 Slim Station. And the reason why I did was because I saw a couple screenshots that led me to believe that this one would actually be 16-bit, as it says here, and not a NES clone. But of course, I mean, I'm guessing 95% sure that it will end up being a bunch of NES ROMs. I mean, I really should do more research on this stuff, but then again, curiosity just gets a hold of me. And first things first, look at that. Ooh. They really know how to sell this stuff to me. Of course, I didn't know I was going to do that. And Spider-Man's popping out. We got Sonic. We got, is that Deadpool? That's how you know it's recent. What we got here. Wow, just look at that stuff. Keeps going. Comes with a game console, AC adapter, lithium batteries, AV cable, which is nice. And let's see here. Superman. Is that Mega Man? Look at that. Huh. Dragon Ball. Well, let's get started. This one I can probably just open with one hand. Yep. Look at that. Alright. We got a carrying case. That's nice. We have a user's manual. It's all scrunched up. I see Mario. I don't know. Looks like it's modeled after the PSP. Okay, that makes sense given the oh goodness gracious, what we got? AV cable. So first I'm going to turn it on with just the what's this? How about that? Okay, 999666 in one. This feels like there's nothing in it, which is weird. This feels lighter than a Game Boy Advance cartridge, despite being, I think, a mold of one. That's okay. There's the charger. Where's the AV cable? We got it right here. Yep, this is looking like an NES clone to me, man. Oh, look at that. There's another one. There's just cartridges all over the place. This one is 900,001. Random special. I like the case. What we got here? 4x3 screen. Huh. Very light. Let's see if it has a charge. Start. Where's the power button? Where's anything? Okay. Oh, it's got life. Zuma Bubbles, Angry Birds, Streets of Rage, X-Men, Twinkle Tail, Tiny Toon Race, Raid and Trad. Fuck yeah. Is this actually Sega? No. What? Oh, look at that. This is the Genesis version of Raid and Trad, possibly. You gotta be kidding me, man. This is already worth it. I mean, this is pretty much the price I paid for Raid and Trad on the Super Nintendo. Okay. How do I... those are the bombs. Okay, I found it. Well, I'm going to go in depth with this a bit more because already this is much better than I expected. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in and go from there. Okay, I got a little bit overzealous there. I decided to actually do some more on camera stuff before I did put it in there. And if you insert a cartridge and hit reset or power it off, it boots straight into the cartridge. And I notice here that of course it says what is this, 900,001, and it goes all the way up there. However, as you can see here, a lot of repeats. We already got Musha, which is the 900,000th game. And let's see here, we got Battletoads number 5. Battletoads and Double Dragon, that is. And then, where is it? It comes back here at number 42. So I'm not sure how many actual individual games are on here. So let's go ahead and power this off and take this out, plug this one in. It takes a little bit of force to get these in and out, to be honest. They don't really fit in that well. Okay, then you really gotta get in there. I don't really like that aspect. Let's go ahead and power it back on. We should have another one here. Yep, 999, 666. A lot of Sega Genesis. I'm guessing that's what it's gonna be. Like, you see a lot more Genesis multi-carts around than SNES ones nowadays. So. That explains why all the Gunstar heroes, Strider. Azul on the Sega Genesis, Golden Axe 2. So yeah, let's go ahead and power that off and remove it. You see, we've got a very unusual rendition of that song from a V that I honestly can't tell you what it is right now. Okay, so I've done some testing with this device, so with this little cheap game system here, and as you can see, it only does composite out, and I've got it on a HD DV here, and it's so it doesn't look the best. One very annoying thing is that, as you can see there at the top, that 999, 888, and 1. It does that with the internal built-in games and the 2 game packs, but there's only about maybe 40, 50 something games per cartridge, and they just start to repeat after that. So it actually kind of gets very obnoxious trying to find specific games in each of the whole menus here. Let's go ahead and try something out. I want to try this one out first, Sonic and Knuckles, because this was one of the ones that I wanted to play, and this is what happens when you start this game in particular. They had one job and they couldn't get it right, so I guess it's looking for the other. It's either acting like there's a game plugged into it, since this is one of those fancy, one of the fancier Sega Genesis games. So naturally, it does not work. So let's hit reset. Works a little bit better when you're using the screen. The screen itself looks really good. Right now, though, the audio and video is hijacked by the AV out. Well, let's play a game that works. This is the one that got me excited. Raiden or Raiden Trad, whatever. I have this on the Super Nintendo, not the Sega Genesis, and it's pretty much the same. The soundtrack's a little bit different. Unfortunately, there's some distortion here. Distortion here in the signal. This would look much better on a real Sega Genesis, and it also looks much better on the built-in screen of this unit, but it's perfectly playable. Oops, I ran to that one. Alright. Let's take a look at another game on this built-in before we switch to a cartridge. So yeah, Angry Birds and Zuma Bubbles, that's the sort of thing that you find on all these sorts of carts here. like Super Nintendo, or well, actually more like Famicom or Genesis renditions of these games. Let's look here for something. Sonic 3D. Now I think there's some distortion going from the composite out because the cable that's connected to the unit is extremely flimsy. So, and since it's a handheld, you kind of end up jostling the cable quite a bit. Now this game itself looks really good on the handheld screen, but again looks to be quite a bunch of artifacting here. What am I doing wrong? There we go. Doesn't sound as good as my Sega Genesis, but it could sound a lot worse given some of the clone systems out there. This game actually controls pretty well for an isometric game. Those tend to be very awkward controls for this one. I mean, it is a little more awkward than your normal Sonic game, but for an isometric game, it actually works pretty well. Alright, so let's change things up. Let's go to a cartridge now. And let's see here. It's got B.O.B. I think that was by EA. Let's cycle through here real quick. See, already we're getting a repeat. See, let's try B.O.B. I believe this game was also in the PXP collection for the Electronic Arts 16-bit games. And I think those were all ports of, well, I guess ROMs of Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo games. So I'm not quite sure which version of this is on that. And I'm not even sure if this is on the Super Nintendo, to be honest with you. Having never played this outside the PSP version, I can't tell you if it's supposed to naturally feel this slow or if this is a problem with the emulation, but yeah, it feels rather deliberate. Okay, enough of that. That's there are better games on this than that, I'm afraid. Okay. Naturally, I'm not gonna play Gunstar Heroes. Zool. Super Balance. See here, I guess there's a lot less than, alright, so I'm gonna guess there's 39 games, not 78, 39, so it's not that many. I have a multi-cart for the Genesis that has like 150 or something. So it ain't nothing compared to this whole unit, I'm afraid. It's Whiny World. Now this is completely random, maybe. Let's try Genesis Strider here. Now I'll switch to the last cart. It just really doesn't look right. It might just be because of the TV I'm playing this on, but I'm used to Sega Genesis looking a lot better than this. Oops. Whoops. Okay, so last cartridge. Okay, with this one it's 900,001. This one has let's see here. Let's see if I can. Okay, so Samurai Showdown is, what is it? Showdown 1 or 2? Okay. Anyway, let's see if it, when it resets here. Okay, so again, 37. So let's look at what this one has. A lot of this one has a more unusual lineup. Whoops. Alright, let's try Sensible Soccer. I don't remember Sensible Soccer having this weird of a menu. I played this a lot, like probably about 10 years ago on the Sega Genesis, and okay, so how do I actually abort? How do I actually play this game? Alright, maybe the player on Milano. Play man. Alright, are we doing this? Okay. thing is very cheap, of course, so if you were to get this, I recommend not using the AV out at all, because this is the same thing that was happening with that other variant cheap clone ROM thing. That was shaped like Sonic's Head, that just had NES games, that except that one you couldn't play with the screen, so they're kind of shit out of luck with that. No. Alright, there we got the black and white action for a second. Alright, so let's switch to one more game here, just to demo this out. If it'll pop back on. Might as well just, let's check out Samurai Showdown. I want to see what this looks like. Ooh, that looks ugly. Now I wonder if this game had oops. I don't know the controls. I wonder if this game had 6 button support on the Genesis. Nice counter. Did I win? I got him. Okay, that was crazy close. Alright, and now it's shifting. Was it always in 4x3, 16x9 or whatever? I guess that's the way to get a better performance on the Sega Genesis, is to letterbox it. But I don't know if that's how the game originally was. Yeah, I'm gonna pause it there. Alright, so with this, I definitely want to not use the AV out. As you can see, I just blue screened it again. So it's extremely flimsy, but the screen itself is nice. I just wish that there was more games than there is for the because I've got a multi-cart that has more games than these 3 ROMs combined. So you get what you pay for, I guess.